Well, hi there. I'm Malice Clown 6 and 7, as you may or may not have known. This is my co-host, Artie, the anatomically incorrect skeleton. Say hello, Artie. And today, I have 5 questions us atheists just can't answer. So let's get started. Number 1, if creationists... Oh, by the way, I guess I'll give credit to this ridiculous website. This is at WordPress/creationist study. And this is clever questions atheists can't answer. So number 1, if creationists can't do science, then why do Kent Hovind, Dwayne T. Gish, who are creation scientists, have professional degrees in science? I don't know that they do. If they do, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I mean, he opened a museum in America. You can do anything in America if you have the right money and connections. So yeah, if creationists can't do science. Well, the thing is, they're missing the whole point of science, which is the research, observation, and test of theories, which can be observable and repeated in a real-world setting, in the actual physical world. So, you call yourself a creationist, that can't be proven using anything. That can't be proven either way. So, right from the beginning, you cancel yourself out as being a scientist, because you're obviously not a fucking scientist, you're a kook. So yeah, that answers that. Even if they do have degrees, you know, like, I don't know about in Australia, but in America, there's a lot of politicians who are heavily influenced by religion. So they make a lot of decisions based on that. This is like my first, atheism video, so I don't know how close to the camera I should be, but damn. Sorry, Artie. He had a little bit too much to drink last night, folks. This is going to be out of commission today. But anyway, so, alright, on to the next question. If dinosaurs turned into birds, why are we not afraid of them? Okay, as hominids, we are a pattern-seeking species. Our ancestors living in the trees had to worry about all kinds of predators and shit all the fucking time. So it pays to have a pattern-seeking brain. And therefore, our patterns help us. This is related to a later question, but really, it works the same for this, because our brains are wired to be afraid of things. There's plenty of people who are scared of birds. Plenty of people who are scared of spiders, snakes. You can find anyone who's scared of pretty much any animal. Some people are scared of all animals. So that's pretty fucking dumb. Alright. DNA. Something cool about DNA. It doesn't lie, like a lot of you fucking Christians do. Okay, DNA doesn't lie. These scientists know what the fuck they're doing, alright? So, you can look at the embryo of a chicken and the fossilized embryo of, let's say, a velociraptor. They don't look too different from each other, alright? And I'm not saying that's enough to prove anything, but, that's just a really dumb question. I don't even know how to answer it seriously, because it shouldn't be taken seriously. So let's go to the next question. If homosexuality is right, then how come 2 people of the same sex can't produce a child? Alright, when's the last fucking human being you've met who only has sex for procreation? Not very fucking many, huh? And there's a good reason for that. Because as primates, we take joy in sex. Alright? We have lots and lots of sex. Usually without the intentions of reproducing. And so your question is, again, invalid. Because it's not that being gay is right or wrong. Right and wrong are subjective. But if someone is born attracted to a certain gender or a certain anything, they can't really help that, can they? You can't fucking pray the gay away. Alright? That's just, there's always been gay people, there's always going to be gay people. And, I mean, they're here, they're queer. If you're not used to it by now, you never will be, and I feel sorry for you. Question number 4. What purpose do we have if evolution is real? The fuck? Okay, first of all, even if purpose was an actual thing that existed in the real world, how does evolution necessarily cancel it out? That doesn't really make sense to me. Because you can have evolution, you can have no God, but still have, like, purpose doesn't need creation, alright? But, see, this goes back to what I was talking about earlier, how our brains are wired to seek patterns. And so, human beings have to find a meaning for things. They have to find, they have to find a reason for everything. Everything needs a reason. And that's not necessarily true, but that's just how our brains have been wired through millions of years of evolution. So, there's your answer, I guess. And last but not least, you guys are going to love this one. Why do we see humans being born in zoos from monkeys if we came from monkeys? I'm going to save that one for my next one. Alright, how about... You say Jesus never existed. Have you heard of the Shroud of Turin? Yes, I've heard of the Shroud of Turin. They say Darth Vader never existed. Haven't you ever heard of Star Wars? They say Sauron, the Dark Lord, never existed. Haven't you ever heard of Lord of the Rings? They say Bigfoot never existed. Haven't you seen the Patterson film? You see what I'm getting at here, folks? You see what I'm trying to say here? That's like a non-question. That's not even a question. I mean, the word clever isn't what I think of when I see this list. And I'm actually pretty disappointed I didn't have more of a challenge, you know? Like, creationists have been trying to stick up for their fucking ridiculous backwards beliefs for decades now, and they always keep spouting the same exact shit over and over and over and over and over throughout the fucking generations. They're still saying shit like, God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And shit like that. It's fucking old, you guys. Come up with some new shit at least, alright? Because all you're doing is making yourselves look, well, the same as you've always made yourselves look. To anyone who's intellectual, pretty fucking dumb. There's plenty of Christians out there who don't ask stupid fucking questions like this. Alright? I personally am in love with the girl who happens to consider herself Christian. But she's pretty fucking, I mean, the way she handles it is pretty liberal, and I think that's pretty awesome. And I don't think, like, if a couple really loves each other, they should never let things like politics or religion get in the way. And that is why I'm in love with a Christian. She accepts science, she accepts evolution. She doesn't agree with a lot of shit other Christians say, so. I love you, my Steffi Bale, if you're watching this. Mwah. Also, before I go, I want to give a shout out to Morte McDaver. Not sure all the things he does. I know he's pretty awesome. I know he makes his own goth music, and it's pretty fucking legit from what I've heard. So go and check out his channel, Morte McDaver, I think. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. Anyway, I'm Malice Mike, and you will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Peace.